primary focus obviously has been on the public health aspects of responding to the coronavirus, but we certainly do recognize this is going to have a financial impact both on our economy, our citizens, and certainly our state budget. And anyone that would tell you that they know exactly where this is going to end up is just not being credible, because it's a fluid situation. Things are changing rapidly. All we know it's going to have a significant impact on all three. But I want to stand in front of you today and give you a couple things that we can do to help lessen the financial burden on some of our taxpayers. So I have two announcements today on behalf of the governor to provide tax relief for Virginia individuals and businesses. First, as the governor mentioned, we have tax sales returns that are due tomorrow. And there'll be a message coming out from the Commissioner of Tax later today that will consider requests for sales tax dealers for an extension of the due date for filing and payment of the February 2020 sales tax return that are due tomorrow until April 20th. Now, this will be a liberal granting of the request. The reason why you need to make the request is because our tax receipts for sales tax don't only affect the state budget, but also some of our localities and our regions. And therefore, we take seriously whenever we have to take monies from one part to pay for something else. The governor mentioned that we do work closely with our federal partners, but unlike our federal partners, we must balance our budget and we can't print money. So we take seriously as we move forward, but we want to give taxpayers for sales tax the opportunity to take advantage of this relief. We think this will probably cost us somewhere around $145 million, of which about $30 million of that will be felt by the local communities that receive these taxes also. But we're trying to make sure that we balance all the various needs of our constituents. Now, we'll have to charge interest because we don't have, without General Assembly approval, the ability to abate interest. But we will work with our partners in the upcoming reconvene session to make sure that we can have that also alleviated. We're also announcing today an extension of the due dates for payment of Virginia individual and corporate income taxes. Filing deadlines for those that will remain the same. That is, on May the 1st, your tax returns are still due. But the date for payment will be extended until June 1st of 2020. We anticipate this will be about $100 million in moving from this fiscal year into the next fiscal year. And that's important because, as I mentioned, Virginia has to make sure we balance our budget in each particular fiscal year. And as you know, we're in the middle of a budget cycle. We do not have appropriation authority past June 30th of this year. Virginia will not charge a late payment penalty if payment is made by June the 1st. But please note again that interest will accrue, so taxpayers, we would encourage you to file by June 1st to avoid this, although we will work again with the General Assembly to be able to abate those interests also as we go forward. So as I mentioned before, additional guidance will be available today coming from the Tax Commissioner and be available on his website. And we will look as we go forward and this situation changes to offer other ways to help alleviate some of the economic impacts that this coronavirus is having on our citizens and our economy. Thank you.
Thanks, Secretary Lane. Appreciate it. And finally, we are directing the state police to suspend enforcement of motor vehicle inspections for the next 60 days.